you're on.
Good morning, everyone, or good afternoon, wherever you are. I'm working on the inner components on the mirror this morning. I had the grid all taped off where I'm looking for. So each one of these grids have different individual circuits that's going to go on. So the modules, I'll be putting the modules on. A lot of you guys want to know what I was doing, still what I'm doing. So I'll be working and talking at the same time. So if you have questions, please send questions if you have questions. And I will try to answer them to the best of my ability. What I'm looking for here is continuity. Everything's got to connect. Can't be one broken solder. It has to be all one piece. I'm using a copper ribbon that's made to solder. What I'm using is 92% silver and the other's tin, a little bit of flux. It's important to get all these. If you don't get them all, then you have to take the mirror apart because it doesn't work. Just to test continuity. Hear the right there. Takes a lot to assemble this because everything's got to be working right. The resistors, it's got to be perfect. These are the cushions for the back. These are insulated from vibration. once this is complete, we go in a clean room, and this is going to be all cleaned before it's sealed. Right there. That. Your works, right? Yeah, it's tedious to build one of these because every one of these modules is going to be right. And test it. Look at that.
Nice. Works.
Works. Great. Great. 61 more to go. I'm not going to be filming all the 61 putting in there. I just want to give you an idea. Hang on. Let me get better pair of the cutters. Be right back. Have the right tools on hand. I think most of the components I have in this area here is a part of the coil outfit. I think by next week, this is my second time assembling this. Stuff is very tacky. It's important these to be have some sort of cushion to them, because you don't want the vibration to set the coil off. I tested a lot of different other tapes out there. This is the best out of 94 different other tapes that I used. If this seems boring, it is boring. To a certain point, anyway. Three, 60 more to go. Come on. You know, working on this for the last 6 months, trying to make every component. I'm sure, of course, all the first one's the hard one because you're working out all the details on it. But as you go along, you realize that you can't take shortcuts in this. You know, each one of these components of the build, you know, it gets repetitious after all. You want to hurry it up, but you can't do that here. Individual. But I think that's where our life is, that we always want to hurry up and do something. Sometimes you end up ruining it because you try to achieve something, you end up making a mistake and you can't go back on that mistake, especially during this year. And the reason why I'm bringing this shop is just everybody wanted to see what the results was, that part of it. I'll be trying to working on this each one of these here have a different circuit it goes into. These will have some of the resistors in the back will be in there. So, but everything is going to fit in that little compact space. And this is not a job for two people. I have a lot of people say I want to help. Eventually, I think that would be possible. But right now, just to assemble these to get them drawn into a schematic so somebody else can build them. And this is going to be all have to be put into the clean room. This is all going to be cleaned and before it's sealed. You don't want any dust in there because the dust will give you a false reading or it could short it out. As you can see from yesterday that this was painted over. The paint is a polymer paint. The capacitor underneath of it, you can see I painted over that, and the capacitor here that will store the electrons. And right now it is holding a static charge. If you see me grounding it out every once in a while, that means it's working. So with these here, if you look at this here, the oscilloscope. See, it is carrying a static charge right now. Yep, quite a set. It's probably about 9 volts altogether. If you hear me yelp, that means I just got shocked. So this, the first one I made, it was probably good for about 12 years before that some of the components are. This here is good for 18 to 20 years because everything is so integrated. A lot of it, just take your time. Don't rush. I won't bore you with all the procedure, but I'll give you a little bit of look what I'm doing. Have a word back. I was going to epoxy these in with a piece of foam, but this it takes a lot longer to do that. I know a lot of you guys got questions. Can you see any of those questions, Sherry? My camera person today is Sherry. Hello, Sherry.
Hi, Sherry. Hi, David. I don't see any comments here yet. It says comments will appear, and I haven't seen any yet. So, but you have some viewers.
Oh, good.
They're out there. Hello, out there.
I just need somebody to be able to take the tape off the back of this. My assistant, I hear my assistant coming now.
I have a few questions.
Okay.
Come in. One of them. Do you need to have a dehumidifier or climate control for the humidity and temp for it to function at its highest?
Did you guys hear that question? do I need a dehumidifier or something to have this function? This will be sealed inside of a component like this. So part of this here, I'm going to have to make a clean room. What I usually do, put up plastic and take all the humidity out of it, and when I seal it, it's sealed into the mylar like that. But in the regular conditions, you don't. This should be waterproof. There's a difference between waterproof and water resistant. So part of this is going to be water resistant, I guess, more than anything. And a lot of it is just taking care of it and not handling the lens of the mirror. This is part of the lens. The lens is very thin, so you could rip that if you hit it hard enough. And part of it too is that just taking care of it, not to put any abrasive on it or not put it in front of a fireplace where it's warm, too warm. But besides that, it should be fine. What's another question?
Another question, circuit energy is going up and down, swirling and swirling around, grounding in earth. Question.
That's a question? I don't know how to answer that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then somebody else is asking, is it coincidental that the design looks like a bismuth crystal-like structure?
No, bismuth is very porous. They call it a porous piezoelectric. So anything that's has electricity in it will go into the structure of what the molecule looks like a diamond. Diamond is almost square. Different glass molecules are different. Carbon molecules are different. Carbon is very strong. No, so that's no coincidence.
That's all the questions.
Oh, good.
Right now. If more come in, I'll let you know.
Okay, thank you,
Thanks.
Catherine. So a lot of that is just knowing which circuit goes because what this is going to do because of the module that oscillates this, the oscillation is going to go through down through this way. It's going, once it's all come through, and that's what gives you your vibration. And you can note the vibration too if you have a oscilloscope. And right now that I'm getting a positive charge off this right now. Yeah. And that's not bad. Do that again. That's why you should pay attention. I have most of the pathways memorized because when I draw the schematics, it took a lot to draw the schematics on these things. I'm glad some people are watching. What I eventually going to need is somebody that electronics engineer. I want to volunteer some time.
Got a like on that.
Huh?
You You got a like on that.
Oh, good.
And a love.
Most of this, using the electronic engineer, this is not that difficult. Oh, you know that anyway. I know some of you guys out there. The washer must be going. Picking up a magnetic charge. People say, what's the good of this? I explained it a little bit yesterday. A lot of it is just, I want to say serene. It brings you to the magnetic serene state. And that means that it doesn't block EM waves or 5G or anything, but it sure puts your house in resident. I'm like Bond Sway. I think I said that right. Excuse my English. So the other circuitry of this here, some of the processors are embedded into the wood in different places. So I have to make a connection. This is your connection here to this here. There will be a connection. So when you put that on, and when you seal it, you can't take it apart. Because if you take it apart, of course, you're going to get dust in it, or it'll make it useless. A lot of it is just checking your work and keep working. I won't keep you guys forever today. I know that some people will stay right here until it's finished. I'll probably be working most of the afternoon on this. Break for lunch. The circuitry on this is pretty simple. The thing is the hard part is to get the processors to work and to find the right processors. I used to use processors out of the Mac computer, but they changed their processing, so it's really hard to tap into their program. So I'm on this here. I'm using the older Windows 7 processor, and what that is, it's a fast processor. So I've been using that. And again, there's no batteries in this. The capacitor is going to provide most of the electricity to this. And I had to tone it down because it was holding quite a charge. And I find this one is a lot more responsive. When I'm done, I will hook it up to my laptop, and I'll see how it looks. And if it looks, I will seal it, and I will be done. I do enjoy this type of work. I've been working with electronics most of my life. I built my first computer when I was 11. Think about what that time was. I'm not going to tell you the year. I'm glad Sherry came over today. She helps me with a lot of these projects, and I do appreciate her being here and helping with the camera today. Thank you, Sherry.
Yeah, it's fun. Once these go on, they're not coming off.
I work with my balloons. I send a lot of balloons up. I do all the it's hard to buy the components because some of the stuff that I use is so different, and you can't get it off the shelf at Radio Shack. You have to build all your own relays. But I've been working, looking online on site with a lot of the model aircraft out there. A lot of the computer stuff has been pretty advanced now. The drones that are coming out with a lot of the processing, stabilization of the drone and everything. And I've been looking into get that kind of electronics for some of the balloons. But again, you have to know what you want. Some of the drones are pretty sophisticated, and then I've been using their hardware. I hope you guys are enjoying this. Too bad didn't have some help. A lot of tedious work to make sure everything's done. When I'm finished the mirror, I'll get plenty of pictures of it so you guys can see what it looks like. I usually use an ice cube to get the back off. You know my frustration. And when this is clean, you can't have any of the oil of your hands on any of this. It'd be cleaned thoroughly once this is all put in. That's why I need a clean room. A clean room that I have all the white suit on, white gloves, a mask, and a hairnet. But I can't afford all that right now. Eventually, as you see, these have numbers in here where other circuits will be. Some of these will be broken to complete a circuit. The outer lines are positive. Couldn't find my glasses. So I won't keep you guys too much longer. I will keep you posted on the work on this. I have another project I've been working on too, but I won't show you that right yet. But that is almost ready to bring out. I've been working on that for the last 4 years. So this is what I'm doing. So it's fun work, but I just wanted to say hello to you today. And I'll keep you posted tomorrow what I'm doing, and hope you join me again. If you have any questions, please post them. I try to get to them as much as possible. And thank you very much for joining me, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you.